Welcome back to Coffee and Cocktails. As always, my name is Thomas, and today we are going through another episode of Booze and Vinyl. Been one of those moods where I want a classic, simple cocktail. So let's look and see what album pairs best for the Manhattan. So when you think Manhattan, I think Roaring Twenties, I think classic, I think New York, bustling cities, dressing nice, fancy drinks, fancy flappers. And what music pairs well with that? It's Frank Sinatra. Such a classic 50s artist who really embodies, I would say, the New York charm that also pairs well with a Manhattan cocktail. So the album we're going to listen to is In the Wee Small Hours by Frank Sinatra, released in 1955. So this is kind of his low point in his career in the early 50s after his wife, the actress Ava Gardner, left him in 1951. He had another album, From Here to Eternity, released in 1953, and this is kind of that culmination in the wee small hours in 1955, with his voice conveying these emotions in his songs of loss, depression, and loneliness. It's regarded as his first concept album, and it was recorded entirely at night. And it's some anecdotal accounts recall that Sinatra even broke down crying in between different sessions and takes of singing some of these songs. And despite all the pain, he remained meticulous about the process and made what is considered to be his masterpiece album. So let's turn on the album, get you in the mood, and let's make Manhattan. So the Manhattan is one of the original classic cocktails, traditionally with 2 ounces of rye whiskey, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, and some cherry to garnish. Simple, classy, let's make it. Starting off with 2 ounces. We're using Old Forester 1910. Again, the original recipe calls for rye whiskey. If you like rye whiskey, a bit more of those cinnamon and spice notes, that is traditionally how you would make this cocktail. I don't have any at my bar currently. So a kind of medium to high proof bourbon works well as a complement to that rye. Then you have 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. And just a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. Pour this all into a cocktail shaker and shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. So after you've shaken that for about 10 to 15 seconds, we're going to strain this into a chilled coupe glass. So we're going to dump our ice out and strain. And then we're going to garnish with a cherry. So if you have cocktail skewers, this is a great place where you can put 1 or 2 on there and lay it all across. I don't have those, so we're just going to drop one of these cherries into the bottom of the glass, like so. So you get the flavors of the cherry as you drink it. So, cheers to Frank Sinatra and the classic Manhattan. Cheers. Such a beautiful classic drink. I think the rye whiskey really does punch it up, gives you that spice. If you want more of a mellow cocktail as you're sipping, bourbon does great. So a note I want to add with sweet vermouths, make sure you are chilling this, keep it in the refrigerator so it doesn't die and get too oxidized. Once you open a bottle, it should last you about 3 months, but put that in the refrigerator so it doesn't over oxidize and pretty much die and you lose kind of the essence of that vermouth. Don't leave it out on the shelf. It'll go bad in a couple months. So that's just a quick little note about that. Just to have the high quality ingredients at home. If you want to get those smaller bottles, so you're not wasting half of a bottle, that also helps. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found this useful. Turn on Frank Sinatra. Enjoy your classic cocktails. Cheers, everybody.